Hi, thanks for stopping by. It's been a little while since I was able to post, and I want to talk about why that happened. Because this post has been living in my brain for weeks on end, but no way to communicate it. And the answer to the question? Brain weasels. What's a brain weasel? A brain weasel is one of those weird things that we all experience, but I think some of us that have experienced trauma have a special relationship with our brain weasels. I know logically that I'm safe. I know logically that I'm good at my job and have no reason to really worry about anything like that. I know logically that people actually like me. They like the person that I've become. Not the 20-something-year-old that they may have known, all those years ago. We'll leave the numbers out. Or the person that they knew 25 years ago when I still lived in a van traveling across the country. Not that person. This person. Me. Dr. Sephora Katz. Yeah, I like that as part of my identity. Worked really hard for it. And sometimes I think I sell myself short. And that's part of my brain weasels. See, when a brain weasel attack happens, we lose sight of what we understand logically. We lose sight of just how valued we are by people around us. We lose sight of how much love our own family feels for us. And we start looking for these weird places where we can, fight, have a cathartic release of some emotion that's being evoked by who knows what. I know for me, sometimes I get triggered watching the news. I admit it. The voice of the person who is currently inhabiting the White House in 2019, that's a little aside reference point in case somebody finds this after 2020, hint, hint, hint. Okay, I know that he's a trigger for me. His accent is too close to my abusers. His demeanor, his posturing when he speaks reminds me of my abuser. And I know that's a trigger. And when I get triggered, it's an open invitation for brain weasels. Yes. It's an open invitation for the brain weasels to come in. And that's not good. And you just saw what happened even trying to say brain weasels. My mind turns to mush. My demeanor, my attitude towards the people closest to me becomes, less than friendly and nice or polite or professional or caring or understanding or empathetic, because all that the brain weasels leave room for is negativity. And it's so very hard to break away from the brain weasels. So how did I do it this time? I'm glad you asked me that, because I'm not entirely sure that even I know how I did it. I know my therapy session helped a lot because I was able to talk out some of my issues. But I think it was more than that. I think it was giving myself permission to be in a dark place for a little while. Because sometimes in life, in order to appreciate the light, you must experience the dark. Sometimes, in order to appreciate the good, you kind of need some bad in there to balance things. I mean, life isn't all up here, happy, yay! No. And it's not all down here, oh, pity me. And it's not even mild amusement with the universe around me, with zero emotions, but I'm level. No, it's not like that. It's a give and take, it's a balance. And as someone who still struggles with what all of that abuse was about and how it happened, and we don't have to rehash all of that right now. I kind of know how it happened. I ended up with an abuser and I got stuck in the cycle. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that part out. It's not just that. It's everything. When the brain weasels move into residence, Little things. The dog barked at a key point in a movie I was watching on TV. Freak out time. The dishes weren't done. Freak out time. I stubbed my toe. Time to be angry at the universe, because that's what brain weasels do. They rob us of our ability to think, evaluate, and make sense out of everything around us. So, what's the solution? Don't know. I don't think there is a solution for the brain weasels. I think the only thing you can do when you've got brain weasels moving in is find somebody that understands, an empathetic ear, a supporter, a cohort maybe, share what's going on in your brain with them, and sometimes just allowing yourself to be possessed slightly. And then when the dust clears and you open your eyes one morning and you realize, wow, that was a brain weasel attack, then you can begin to move forward and maybe do some repair and damage control, because you probably stepped on toes you didn't mean to. And you might have said a few things that you truly felt in the moment, but really didn't mean. I've been blessed. I know I've been blessed, because when I contact the people that I feel that I may have wronged or slighted or done something inappropriate to, for, with, or at, or other prepositions, they always understand. They always support me, because the people in my closest inner circle know. They know that a brain weasel attack is not a Sephora speaking. It's an icky little brain weasel, and they need to go away. And thankfully, mine are sleeping right now, so let's not wake them. Thanks for stopping by.